This is my 1992 bone stock Mazda Miata. And that's Bob Hall, the creator of the Miata. And today, we brought him out to the middle of the desert to drive some wildly modified Miatas to see Miata is always the answer.
Jimmy, there's no trees. You promised me some water. Can I have some water?
No, not until we drive these cars, Bob.
Can I have a hat? You promised me a hat.
We can get you a hat. Yeah, there you go.
Hat department.
There's a lot of wild Miatas here today. I might kill Bob.
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, God.
Are we there yet? I might accidentally kill Jimmy.
Watch out for that rock! How do you get a knife? My name's Jimmy. That's Bob. Welcome to Donut.
Choose your car.
All right, you ready for the first car, Bob?
Ready as I'll never be. It's red.
It's red.
It's a Miata. Oh, my God.
It's got a little bit of a different body kit.
It's got a little bit of vampirism.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this car's okay in the sunlight. I think you can only take it out at night.
Got some really nice VSKFs.
Not black wheels. Mr. Owner?
Mrs. Owner.
Mrs. Owner, oh God. I'm sorry, ma'am, please excuse me. I am overwhelmed with shame. It stands out, but it's not like dog's balls, okay?
It's very tasteful.
And what would I know about taste? But that's another story altogether, okay?
It's not like you helped create this car. Bob, how about we go take this thing for a spin?
Well, I'd rather drive it. I don't want to spin it. And I spun my Renault 8 Gordini and it rolled over.
Well, we might spin it because it does have a welded differential in it.
I hope my screaming doesn't scare you, but
No,
you should be familiar with it after all these years.
What do you think of that shift knob?
If we pretended we were Italian, it's a convertible, so it's a spider. So it's apropos. Okay, I can live with that.
You ready to take this thing out?
Y combien?
That means yes.
It means let's go.
This thing's pretty nice. It's set up pretty well. You know, you got some nice coilovers. It does have a welded differential, but that's because the owner does take this to drift days. Yeah. It's a little...
Hey, you still haven't given me my water.
We'll get that at the end of the day.
End of the day?
Yeah.
Hey, it won't be enough left for me to put on a postage stamp by the end of the day, particularly with you driving.
When you guys built this car, did you want owners to be able to swap out components like suspension easily?
Never specifically, but we thought it should be something that can be modified as per what the owner wants. Drifting only existed in car chase movies back then, so that was something nobody ever gave a thought to. I hear some rubbing.
Yeah.
I hear some rubbing.
I think that's the KBD kit on this. The headers on this make this car sound really good.
Does sound good.
You have some headers on your car.
Yeah, headers and exhaust system.
That's all you need with these cars. That's really all you need. Bob, how about you take her for a spin?
Yeah, I won't get as wacko as you, I can guarantee you that.
What do you think of the kit on this car?
Okay, for me, it's a bit over the top. The situation body kit Miata is a little tricky for me because as we conceived the vehicle, you know the extension lip? That was gonna be standard equipment on them.
Right.
Oh, he's dropped his camera. My God, we'll all be killed.
In Japan, they got that lip.
It was an accessory. It's what ended up in the States. The problem was, when they conceived the car, nobody took into account ramp angle. To get enough cars in the boat, the ramps between decks are extremely steep. And the angle was so damn tight, okay, that the car would literally pop the spoiler off, the front and rear lip extension.
Oh my God.
When it went up the angle or came down. So that went away.
If you had to have a favorite body kit for this car, you like just the lip, the front lip and the R package lip.
Yeah, if you look at any Miata NA, the rockers are all black.
Yeah.
And the black was done because they put something on it called pitch paint, which was designed to prevent stones. And it didn't take body color, so this did them black, masked them off. This was to extend the rockers to the front and rear of the car, if you think about it. You had a black accent, which was the intention.
Oh, look at you go, Bob. There's a race car driver in you for sure.
There is almost every weekend when I'm playing with Forza.
So what do you think of this car? Do you think it's a little too low? Don't take it through the dirt. Oh my God, I said don't take it through the dirt. Watch out for that rock! Oh my God.
I didn't know you meant that dirt. I thought I wasn't supposed to drift through the dirt.
Bob, it's already been one car and you've almost killed me.
Near misses only counted horseshoes, hand grenades, and thermonuclear warfare.
Okay.
But yeah, this is pretty okay.
Okay, so.
Pretty okay.
Is it an abomination or is
definitely
Miata
not.
always the answer?
It is always the answer.
Yes!
Unless the question is, where's my water?
Soon. We got a few more cars.
This is Restore and Protect from today's sponsor, Valvoline. It's the only motor oil that actively restores and protects your engine from future damage. If you've got project cars like us, this is essential. This motor oil restores your pistons back to factory clean, removing up to 100% of those nasty deposits. That's the first motor oil ever to do that. That's insane. Plus, it packs 79% stronger anti-wear protection versus the industry standard. That means longer engine life, better gas mileage, and of course, more power. Clean up your project car's engine with Restore and Protect from today's sponsor, Valvoline, the original motor oil. To learn more, click the link below. What are you doing?
Bob, can you guess what's going on here?
Yes. It's not an El Camino.
Definitely not an El Camino.
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Got on the first guess. It's a Porsche for crying. Oh no.
What do you think?
Work in progress.
A little bit of a work in progress, but it is very unique.
Well, from day one, I was kind of an advocate of no pop-up headlights in the Miata. It was purely a weight issue, nothing else, okay? It doesn't have pop-up headlights. It's not, I think, what most people would think is being Miata-ish. Right now, without driving anything, what I'll say is this Miata is almost the answer. So
Almost.
it's still Miata, but almost.
It's quite unique. I like it a lot. You know, it's got the RS Active front end. It's got some S2000 mirrors, and then the Fastback, which is, I think, very unique.
Actually, I think it's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
why I would love to see this with the fresh coat paint border lights in the back window, redone and perhaps mounted without the studs. Ha! Round tail lights, yes!
Oh, so you like the circular taillights?
Yeah, I've always liked it. It's that whole simplistic thing.
Yeah.
It's the only reason on earth I like the R32 Skyline. The rest of the car's crap. Not really, I like it.
How about we take this thing for a spin and get pretty fast on that back?
Oh, brother, did I teach him this?
All right,
Water,
you ready?
please.
You ready, Bob?
Please? Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, all right.
How do I turn this off?
Oh,
I taught him this?
there we go. All right. All right. This is a pretty good car. This thing probably looks really cool too on the track.
I'd like to see it all one color.
Well, the owner, Gene, he did tell me that he is repainting it next, and that he actually wants to put in a rotary NA engine, which is pretty cool.
I'll get out here.
So the Fastback, Bob, what do you think of it?
I think it's cool. The outfit that did it, it's under design. I think they took a couple of quick exits on the development of the damn thing.
Right.
Offset on the top where it hits the body is far too large.
I do know, though, in 1996, you guys did make a Fastback prototype.
And then M1 built some NBs
Yeah.
as fastbacks.
Yeah. So what happened to those? Did you ever like those?
I wasn't against the idea. There was a faction of people at Mazda, in Japan particularly, who thought convertibles will never sell. And of course, we were expecting to sell 2,500 NAs a month once the volume got going. Well, before the year was over, we had demand that was exceeding 5,000 cars a month.
What do you think of the front end?
I like it, actually. I always wanted fixed headlights at the start of the car.
Really?
Yeah, and it was for one reason alone, and that's reduce weight. But one of the problems we had was, unless we wanted the car to ride higher, the center line of the headlights for fixed headlights that worked without big bulges was determined it'd be below the legal limit in some places.
Well, Bob, would you like to drive it?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
Whoa, this seat's a lot bucketier than the other side.
Yeah. There you go.
My turn.
There you go. Nice. So there's a lot of little shops that made these Fastbacks. You've got Auto Connection, Garage Berry.
Really?
There's CCP. There's a guy in Greece.
What the Russians did? Oh no, that's CCCP. Sorry,
Yes.
my mistake.
And then there's this guy in Greece who's making
In
a
Greece?
Targa one. Yeah, he made a Targa one. Pretty incredible stuff. Bob, you almost killed Alex.
No, I'm saving my murder conviction for you. Watch this.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
Now, I have to say one thing about this. These Recaros are nice, but they're full of sit.
Well, there's a lot more bucket seats today that we got to go through.
Oh boy, I tell you.
What do you think? Is this an abomination or is it always the answer?
It's almost the answer. It needs a little bit of finessing and finishing up, but what's here is a good start.
Radical.
All right, Bob, I'm upping the ante. What do you think's under here?
The Jeep.
Jeep. It's actually a Miata.
Huh? I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a battle to see who has the biggest one? I mean, I'm talking about gear knobs.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just talking about gear knobs, okay?
Yeah, that is a pretty big
And that
knob.
I thought was like, that's a hell of an for a gear knob.
Yeah.
And this one goes far beyond that.
Off-road Miata, bash bar.
I'm not sure I want to be following this in a Miata.
No, you don't. You don't want to follow this car?
Not in a Miata.
Okay. All right, Bob.
Yes.
Are you ready to take this on the trail?
Trail.
Yeah. We're not going to the racetrack.
Oh, we're not?
We're going to the trail.
Do they have water there?
Nope.
Oh, water. You promised me water.
Come on, jump in.
Okay.
We're going on an adventure. Here we go, Bob. We're hitting the trail. You can go anywhere. Just think about that. No roads can hold us, Bob.
I think this could hold to no road either.
There we go. It does have a tent on the top, this one, so you can go camping.
Whoa!
Whoa! Look at that, Bob. We were just down there, and now we're up here.
Yes, we are.
I mean, that's an adventure right there, and that's what this is. It's an adventure vehicle.
If I had my own Miata here and I had to do this,
Yeah.
I'd call Uber.
I get the appeal now. This is actually pretty fun. I got
Well,
it.
I mean, it's got to be better than Jeep.
Yeah, it is definitely better than a Jeep.
Anything's better than Jeep. Bleeding gums are better than
Yeah.
a Jeep, okay?
Whoa, big bump. Takes it like nothing.
I think maybe, I wonder if I should just be a passenger for this one.
No, Bob, I think you need to get out and experience this.
Oh my God!
Just take her easy. See that? No, you don't get your hand stuck in there, Bob. Quite the suction on that snorkel. I'm surprised, Bob, that off-roading, you never took a fancy to it.
Never. You have to understand, my motorsports training through my father, we would go to any auto race within probably about a 400, maybe 500 mile radius of Los Angeles, as long as it had a right-hand turn.
We're at the top of the mountain. You know, Bob, I think we're in a good spot for the night. The sun's setting. How about we pop the tent?
Sorry, you're not my type.
No,
Is this connected?
Throw that wooden board over.
Ah!
Oh, God. There we go, I got it.
We never thought of this when we were doing the car.
I know that you guys had a surf rack for it, but never a tent.
No.
You want to hop up in here with me, Bob? Come on.
No.
Come on.
No, I'm not in an athletic mood today, sorry.
Oh, it's so comfy in here, though.
Well, I never want to be one to encroach on someone's comfort.
Look at where this Miata's gotten us, all right? This got us to a place a normal Miata could not.
Well, I'll tell you, it seems also it can't get us to a place where there's water.
True, but would you say this is an abomination, or is it always the answer?
It is not an abomination, but I will say it's a good answer to a question that I don't think has ever been asked.
I mean, I think this is cool, Bob. I gotta be honest.
Hey, it's fascinating.
It's taking a car that wasn't meant to be off-roaded. Like, you're taking it out of its comfort zone.
I mean, I think I know that is cool, way cool in that regard.
Yeah.
It's kind of like taking a Boeing 747 and making a submarine out of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It raises one question though.
What?
Why?
As humans, we always ask why, and then we just do it anyway.
And I think that for anybody that wants this, you will not have to worry about me buying the last one. Or the first. Oh boy. It's almost camouflaged.
Yeah, you can't see it. The last off-road car we drove, a little bit more tame. This thing got bigger wheels.
Was this possibly the illegitimate child of that car and a military Hummer?
Possibly.
I think so.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
This might be a little bit faster than that, because this is actually supercharged as well.
Not standard charged.
No, super.
Supercharged. Okay.
Supercharged.
Yeah.
Whoa. Old Jackson Racing.
That is the biggest damn power steering pump I've ever seen in my
Yep.
life. At least it's air cooled.
Yeah, right? Look at the rear control arms.
Brakes. I don't see what this is.
That's a jack.
I thought, okay, if it was gone, you know what happened, wouldn't you?
No.
Jack's off today.
Get in the car.
In on that light.
Get in the car. That woke you up.
Huh?
Oh my God. What? What? More beans. There we go. Oh my God, that is loud.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What? Wow. Whoa! Bob is unamused right now.
This is
Whoa.
this is an interesting experience as a passenger. I'm not going to be driving this.
Bob, you gotta drive it.
I got a passenger in it.
I absolutely love this thing.
Well, this one may have a split vote.
That's okay. People just love these cars so much, Bob, they'll do whatever they want with them.
I know. That's the thing that's wonderful about it.
Did Mazda ever think that, you know, maybe we could put this in Group B?
No, because all the rally stuff from Mazda was
the 323.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, that's a Mazda.
That was the whole project. That was going to be carrying it on.
Yeah.
They did that last generation 323 that could sit and sell.
Yeah.
They actually had a
GTX.
A GTX version all ready to go.
Yeah. But they didn't want to do the Miata, obviously, because it's a convertible. Pretty capable, you got to admit.
But it would have been heavier.
Yeah, for the convertible, you do have to have a lot more weight in the floor, which is not what you necessarily want when you're trying to build a rally car.
Are we there yet?
We're here.
Oh,
We're here. You okay, bud?
I will be, I think.
He's fine. I think I'm hooked on off-road Miatas. Holy cow. That was awesome. Rad Factory's done a pretty cool job of building this car, I gotta say. Dylan and his team have built a monster of a desert racer. I love it.
If I were going to be gallivanting about in Baja, it would be the first choice.
Yeah.
Okay, it would be the first choice. But if like I'm going to the Mexican restaurant in Pacoima, maybe not.
No,
No,
you don't want to pull.
No, I don't think so. Not this. Not this.
So, is this an abomination?
No, no. It's
Or
not.
is it the answer?
This is an answer.
Cool.
Baja is okay. It is the answer.
Ha ha. Baja.
Baja to ha-ha. All right, next car. What do you think's under it?
I think it's a Miata.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I think it's an NA, in fact. It's got holes in the hood.
Oh, it's got no interior, too. This is 949 Racing's Bullet project from a few years back. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I should say with this, look at how it's been stripped down. There's no ricochet with this one.
No. And it doesn't look like it has pop-up headlights either. No, it doesn't. You're missing.
It doesn't look like it has headlights, period.
You don't need them when it's a race car.
You ever heard of the 24-hour Le Mans? I'd like to see you do that with no headlights.
I don't think a Miata's ever been in the lawn. That would be sick, though.
Miata project. How
Yeah.
about it, huh?
I think it can happen. What are the things that stand out to you so far with this car?
I wish I was in the rivet business when they were doing this. I could retire for crying out loud. This would not be mistaken for a street car. This is
No.
a dedicated racer, just as this is a dedicated racer for a different kind of racing.
No glass, don't need it. Don't even have a fuel lid.
And there are the bullets.
It's Bullet Bill from Mario.
That's Bullet Ben,
Yep.
and Bullet Bartholomew.
Yep. So this is a Miata built for the S1 Cup that is run by Super Miata. It has a turbo BP engine in it, mega squirt, 2 bucket seats, a lot of cool aero pieces. Look at all the adjustability. I mean, this thing is set up to do one thing. And
Must
one
make
thing
it
only.
real hard to put stuff in the trunk or get the tire out if you have a flat.
No, yeah, you cannot put golf clubs back there.
I guess not.
No. In order to drive this car, we gotta have eye protection.
I've got eye protection when you're driving.
Because not that kind of eye protection.
Oh, sorry.
I got you these Pit Vipers.
Oh man, these are cool.
Yeah,
These are
throw
cool.
those on. I got these Pradas.
Now I'm RC.
We're ready to drive a race car.
Real cool.
Let's get you a helmet too, probably. That's probably a safe bet.
This can't be hurt.
More than it already is.
Nah, not possible.
You look so cool, dude.
I do, huh?
You just look great. You look great.
Oh, cool.
I was-
I love it.
What?
Dual steering.
No, that's mine. I need that.
Oh, that's not fair. I thought it was on a bloody AT-37 again.
Bob, you ready to put down the hottest lap you've ever seen in your life?
Sure, why not?
I'm not.
Makes nice noises. Sorry. Makes nice sounds. Not noise, sound. Big difference.
It sounds really good.
It feels pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Just for you and I.
Now, Bob, when you made these cars, did you think that they were going to be race cars?
Yeah, we figured there would be.
That people would go this far?
No. because
Compete, make their own series and compete?
The series was interesting because one of the Japanese guys on the original team actually said, maybe we could do an all Unos Roadster racing team. And at the time, Mazda poo-pooed it. Now, I understand why. Their sole goal in motorsports at Mazda in those days was winning Le Mans. So this was kind of low priority. I understand it.
Yeah, they were caring about the 787.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, this thing is awesome! I gotta be honest, Bob. I think I'm gonna build a race car. But I also want to build an off-roader. I don't know.
I think you'd have more fun with a race car.
Yeah, you're probably right. This was the car I was most excited to drive today. Just because I've never driven anything like it in terms of Miatas. I've driven turbo cars, I've driven supercharged cars, I've driven ITB cars, but I've never driven a full-on S1 Miata. Bob, when you were building the Miata, turbo, that was on the table or off the table?
It was off the table.
Off the table. Why? Too expensive?
No, we had a glass ceiling. We had a position we wanted this car in. And a turbo Miata is getting to the point where it's starting to impinge on the performance levels of an RX-7. So you don't want to compete with yourself.
Well, I'm thinking maybe they should have done it. This was such a treat. Oh my God, I love this thing. What did you think, Bob?
It's fantastic. What a great ride.
I'm gonna miss this. I'm soaking it in for a second.
That's fine.
Oh, this is so good.
Woo! I think he's happy.
I loved every moment of that.
I could tell.
That was such a cool car. So Bob, what do you think? Abomination or Miata's always the answer?
This is always the answer on the track.
I would not go to the grocery store in this, and I don't think my dog would appreciate being in that bucket seat. All right, Bob, last car. What are you feeling? What are you looking for?
It's an NB.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what the giveaway was? The
Door line.
Door parting line.
Yep.
Okay.
Very unique to the end.
And okay, there's a problem with this car.
What?
It has twice as many cylinders as a car needs.
You already know it's under here, don't you?
Ah, my water! My
There it
water!
is.
You know, I'm not thirsty anymore. My God, it's got too many cylinders.
5.3 liter LS.
Oh my. Truck engine, huh? Hey, hey, hey.
Big engine, small car.
But the nice thing is that when they went to the aluminum block, it became very rational to put this engine where it never was belonged.
Bob, what do you think of the NB?
It's a tie for third favorite Miata.
I like the NB. I think it looks like a mini RX-7 a little bit. You squint hard enough. I said squint.
Karen, make a eye doctor appointment for Jimmy, okay? Compared to the NA power plant, even the Mazda Speed one, I bet this one is truly the torque of the town.
Oh God. She definitely wants to get sideways.
When I put my helmet on, I just hit the roll bar.
Did you ever think people would put V8s into these cars?
No, but I have to tell you, I didn't have to wait long.
Yeah.
Because they were doing NAs, the guys at Monster Miata,
Yep.
within 2 years of the launch, maybe a little less.
And they were the first ones. They were doing the Ford V8s.
Yep.
But now a lot of people, they favor the LS because it does weigh as much as probably a PP.
Yeah, I mean, the LS is a much better engine from the swap, okay? You could argue in the day, because Mazda had a relationship with Ford, even though Ford hadn't taken over, the Ford engine made a lot of sense, you know, philosophically. Yeah.
All right, Bob, we've driven a lot of Miatas here today, and honestly, I'm surprised. I feel like you loved a lot of them.
Pretty much. They're not all doing what a Miata was designed to do, but you know what I say about that?
What?
Big deal.
Exactly. These people, they've got the biggest smiles on their faces because it's their car at the end of the day, and they're enjoying them how they should be enjoyed. So do you think that this is an abomination, or do you think it's always the answer?
This is way cool, so it's got to be an answer.
You're the greatest.
Bob, out of all the cars here today, what was probably your favorite?
The yellow one I saw at the very start.
My Sunbird. I like that car a lot too. I'm gonna drive home in it. If you like this video, then make sure you check out the Real Mechanic episode where me and Bob react to some wacky Miatas on TikTok. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. See you. Bye-bye.